Hi, I'm Zach.
I'm Allie.
I'm John. We formally met each other in 2017.
Where we served together as Connecticut FFA state officers.
We all shared a burning passion for agriculture, and that's where our friendship began.
We traveled the state, inspiring agricultural students to speak for themselves.
Showing them how to speak out and advocate for the agricultural industry. Teaching them to vocalize for those who could not. This project is a continuation of our work.
Our work to inspire people with the tales of agricultural innovation.
To show the world the amazing people of our industry, so that our farmers across Connecticut get the credit that they deserve. This is Completely
Connecticut
Agriculture. Since we were children, we've all been taught to leave things cleaner and better than the way we found them. And with this rule, our planet can be no exception. Our industrialization has led to progress as a species, but it has also culminated in environmental degradation and biodiversity loss. Two huge challenges facing agriculture today. With the human population expected to surpass 9 billion people by 2050, we need to figure out how to craft a more sustainable food supply, all the while keeping a watchful eye on our planet's environment, habitats, and ecosystems. Although we have many obstacles to overcome in this endeavor, it can be safely said that our farmers and ranchers have been making progress in taking action with practices such as no-till, drip irrigation, integrated pest management, and cover cropping. Our producers are helping regenerate the soil and provide biodiversity to their agricultural systems. Our producers here in the Constitution State are stewards of the land and are helping craft a more sustainable food supply for future generations.
Our next stop is the farm in Woodbury. Old-fashioned agricultural principles and modern technology help make the farm a special place for all in southern Litchfield County. Their CSA program is a cornerstone of the community, and we had to see it for ourselves. The diverse range of crops that they produce and events they hold are something you have to see firsthand to truly take in. Where can you find a sustainable food supply and perfect family experience for all? Well, at the farm.
My name's Stephen Perez. I'm here at the farm in Woodbury, Connecticut, and I'm the field crop manager. We grow a lot of crops pretty much from cucumbers, pickles, winter squash, summer squash, sweet corn, tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, and also greens through the whole summer. I like the change of things from season to season. I like seeing things go from bare soil to finished crop. So the whole growing process, really, I enjoy doing. The goal to what we do is to grow food to feed the community in a sustainable way and also support our family while doing it. We started at a farm that my father started to rent in the late 80s. I've been doing this since I was born pretty much, so I've never really done anything different. And me and my brothers have been building the business ever since. We took over, I don't know, it had to be almost 20 years ago. Started taking over a little bit more at a time. So it developed over time, and recently we were able to purchase this 55-acre farm here in Woodbury after our hard work, so it's just neat to see it grow. We each have our specialty. I handle the field crops. My brother Ben handles pretty much a lot of the same stuff with me, oversee the greenhouses and the maple syrup, and everything's seasonal, so as we go from season to season, it's easier to kind of keep track of it. So we're always doing something every season, and it's not necessarily the same thing. Sometimes they overlap a little bit, but we've been handling it for years. So, well, recently we've added this year actually the sunflowers, which brings people to the farm, brings customers in to see our produce and everything else, and it also gets people out in the air. That's one thing that we've done to try to be more sustainable as far as the farm goes. Also, the corn maze is in its second year, and that is also another big draw in the fall to help bring people in to see the other crops that we are bringing in the fall. Winter squash, pumpkins, tomatoes, stuff that's just about at its end. And the winter squash, just keep going right through the year. But so stuff like that, just to change the diversity of everything. a lot of things that drove that. We worked with Yukon Extension for 4 years, so that helped us get a better idea of and an understanding of what we're doing. But before that, even just basic soil health was one of the main things, because without healthy soil, the pH isn't right, you can't grow healthy produce. So that was a main driver also. It's definitely going to be something that's necessary. It's not easy to do, but it needs to be done, because you can see the way things have been going lately. If there's food shortages and you have to truck your food halfway across the country, and why can't we grow it here? So if you can grow it here, it's a lot less of an impact it's going to have on the consumer, because it's here already. You don't have to worry about trucking, or if something happens in California, you get a hurricane or whatever, and it knocks out crop, we'll have it here. So it's like a backup plan. Have a plan, talk to people who are in the business already and see what their challenges are, and then try to learn a little bit from everyone and put it together and make it work. That's really it. We learn something new every day, because conditions change, crop conditions change. Everything is variable in what we do. So you have to kind of tweak the crop to the weather, really. So if you need certain things in certain weather conditions, you change that. And being the way we grow on plastic with drip tape on a lot of the crops that we grow, a lot of the vegetable crops, we have better control on moisture and crop nutrients that we put in the soil. Well, we just recently added the farm stand here at the farm, actually last year, and it's definitely helped, because you drag people in from different areas, because our other farm store is 4 or 5 miles from here, and just that short amount of distance, you see a different crowd, and it's amazing to see. Come out to the farm and take a tour, walk around and see what's here, and get a better understanding. That's really it. Talk to someone who grows food. It's the best way to get a handle on how it's happening. It doesn't just happen at the store. It doesn't grow on the shelf.